Dear students, it's good to have this opportunity to speak to you, because we need to bring corporate taxation into the 21st century. The current system of corporate taxes was made in the first half of the previous century, when a corporate was usually nothing more than a brick-and-mortar factory. A business that had a distinct place was located in one tax jurisdiction that was able to tax its profits. Reality has changed tremendously. Right now, the largest and most profitable firms are the digital firms, the tech giants like Facebook, Google and Amazon, whose business model is not found in a distinct place, let alone in one tax jurisdiction. They are truly global, they are everywhere without having a physical presence. And that is why they have no problem at all to game the tax system. Shifting profit is easy, especially on paper, if you are a digital firm. That is why digital firms only pay a fraction of the taxes of traditional firms, 9% on average versus 21% on average. And sometimes even 0% if they are applying aggressive tax planning strategies. And which modern multinational does not apply aggressive tax planning strategies these days? But this leaves us with serious social concerns. First and foremost, fairness. It is unfair when the largest corporates in the world pay a minimal tax and they are not contributing their fair share. Second, level playing field. We are sustaining a serious disadvantages for traditional and smaller firms against these digital giants. That balance needs to be corrected, preferably by a bold structural reform of the corporate tax system, like we suggested in the proposals on a common corporate consolidated tax base, which would harmonize the tax base in the EU and, more importantly, replace the transfer pricing system by an apportionment formula. As rapporteur for the European Parliament, I propose to add a significant digital presence definition to this new European corporate tax system. Since there's not yet agreement on the CCCTB among the member states and action on the taxing the digital economy is urgently needed, the Commission came forward with two new proposals. The permanent fix of the national corporate tax system in the form of a significant digital presence, and a temporary solution in the form of the digital services tax. It is in a sense an ugly solution, not taxing profits but the revenue of the digital giants, but only the largest multinationals with more than €750 million revenue worldwide will be addressed, or if they have digital revenue of over €50 million in the EU, they should pay 3% of this digital revenue. Now, that is not enough to take away the imbalances in the system to bring us to a level playing field. Therefore, I propose a 5% tax rate on the digital revenue. And this reflects the high profitability of these firms, the high profit margins, and it sets the implied tax on their profits on the same level as traditional firms. Furthermore, the Commission left out content providers like Netflix and e-commerce platforms like Amazon. They are not in the scope of their proposal. This is an omission that cannot be justified and could potentially create serious loopholes in the digital services tax. Worrying development is that the Council member states are rather considering to narrow the scope and not to broaden it. Excluding the sales of data goes against the essence of the Commission proposal to tax value created by user contribution. On a positive note, there seems to be momentum in Europe to take the lead on taxing the digital economy, and that is long overdue. Where Europe shows that the taxes can be levied on the tech giants, and this could help to create a push on the global level to address the issue of fair taxation in the OECD. Indeed, and to conclude, a reform of the corporate tax system is essential and is long overdue. Thank you for your attention.